Ronald Harris, good afternoon, bud. Didn't catch a dang thing. I haven't been. I need to get back out on the water. Almost went this morning. I was sitting there debating on it, thinking about it, trying to work up the energy to hook the boat up. Then it started raining, so I talked myself out of it. That was all I needed to see, talk myself out of it this morning. Would have been a pretty good morning, too. I would have thought last night would have been pretty good with the front coming in and the weather changing. Might have just been too much for them. I sat down there for a little while last night and felt that cool breeze starting to pick up. Not too bad. Nothing. Could have been just way too much of a front pushing in. I'm gonna do these 5 jigs. I got 5 orange ones to tie, fill up another box, and probably gonna call it done for today. Might have overdid it a little bit. That's all that matters, as long as you had a good time and you was out on the water. Yeah, he's the best. I can promise you that, Jeffro. I got a bunch of walleye jig heads to pick up. About 4 pounds worth. £4 worth of walleye jig heads getting ready to show up. I'm gonna start painting them up here probably sometime through the week. Anybody go fishing today? I believe it would have been a pretty good day. I don't use a I use a fluid bed one. I got a 1 cup fluid bed. And for what I do and everything I've always done, I don't really need any more than that. To me, I don't. It doesn't seem like I do. Now, I've seen a lot of other people with that big system where they got 6 or 7 cups in there at one time. I can see it having some benefits, but I've never really needed it. So I got 1 cup that's actually hooked to the fluid bed, and then I got all my paint in those cups that fit in that fluid bed. So I just pop them out and change them when I need to. When I'm doing 2 colors, I just use a paintbrush and sprinkle it over top. But yeah, the fluid bed definitely helps. Your paint will last so much longer. It fluffs up so much better. Fluid bed definitely helps your operation. I promise you that. Kind of up to you where, whether you want 5 or 6, 7 cups going at one time. I've had orders where I've painted thousands of jig heads, and I've done it just with that 1 cup. Maybe 2 more fluid beds. Yeah, that's all I use. I use one fluid bed, and I probably got 50 cups of paint. I like keeping it fairly simple. If you go on Amazon, you can order dark, empty fingernail polish bottles. They come like that. They come in a pack of like 10 of them. That's where I got all mine from. They all come off Amazon. Just, I typed in empty fingernail polish bottles, and dark ones are mixed into that assortment they show you. I think it was like $7 for like 10 or 12 of them. I can't really remember. That's where mine come from. I was actually just thinking, I'm down using my last bottle. Sometimes those brushes start to get a little bit stiff, and sometimes that gums up around the neck and stuff. So I'd run it out, then just get another bottle and throw that one away, and I'm down to my last one. But that's where I get it from, Amazon. Might be able to find that stuff on Temu too. I haven't looked for it on Temu. Should be able to do my normal live Tuesday night. That's what I'm planning on. I've been off work. It's last Tuesday. I might be pretty wore out too. It's hard to say. Having a lot of hard time getting all my strength back and energy back. We're out pretty quick. promise you this, that was the sickest I've ever been. Ever. Well, that one's going to be stubborn trying to get all of it covered. I ain't got a purple marker. I'd be coloring this one in. Got it though. Got it. So Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. As long as I'm feeling halfway decent, I'll be back on Tuesday night. Tuesday night will be a lot more of well, I'm sure I'll be timed, but we'll do some like question and answers and maybe just shoot the crap for a while. Ronnie, you're very, very welcome, man. I know there's a lot of people that don't want to give advice. Everybody thinks that, it's a big old secret. Don't tell their secrets and all that. I'm pretty transparent when it comes to just about everything, even the spots I fish. I'll have people ask me where I'll send them the GPS coordinates exactly where I was fishing at. I'm not really like that. I'll tell you where I get my supplies. I'll even tell you where not to get them. Tell you one thing I did start doing. I started mixing up powder paints. Mixing a couple different colors together opens up a whole new world on your powder paint. And mixing some of those colors together, you come up with some pretty neat stuff. Gets a little tricky on the bacon, taking, there's white, candy purple, and orange all on that one head. 3 different colors on that head. Feels weird down here. I ain't got no music playing. The worst thing about going live on YouTube is all the copyright stuff. Can't listen to my music. Let's say, come on up to your 8,000 walleye with those jigs good use. Man, I'd love to come up here and go fishing. Honestly, I was actually surprised at the amount of walleye in this lake here. Stockton Lake just kind of amazed me. Man, that's crap. Total crap. I was amazed at, honestly, how easy they were to catch. That shocked me. I wasn't expecting it to be like that at all, to tell you the truth. But they've been early morning bites, and they've been quick, and it don't last very long. And I'm pretty sure the closer it gets to fall and the water temperature starts coming down, I'm pretty sure that morning bite will change. It'll should last a little bit longer, I would think. I'm actually looking forward to those dreary, cold winter days. I think the bite's gonna be pretty good. I got totally addicted to fishing for them, I can tell you that. They're fun to catch. You know, you go years and years and only, catching crappie, but then you swap over and go after a whole totally different breed of fish, fish that I'd only ever caught by accident. And then actually gear up and go for those fish and make it your target species fish, and you actually catch them. Like I said, I was amazed. I think we did it last weekend, the weekend before I got sick. And we done good that morning. I had Zach with me. We, nothing, no big monsters, but we had some that was over 18 inches in that round. So, the first time I caught them, wasn't luck, wasn't an accident, and we went back out and did it again. So, what I thought was luck or an accident actually turned into a pattern, and it worked. And as bad as I hate to say it, it wasn't on the jigs. We just catch them on crankbaits. Oh, they were good eating. They were good. But yeah, we was catching them on flicker shads. I was trolling them off a flat back down into the deep water, and I think I'd found a little cut that them walleye were following, and every time we'd over top that cut with some crankbaits, we'd catch them. There's just one trail coming down off the hillside that was running straight down into the channel, and those walleye were following that spot. It was kind of their, I could be totally wrong on this, but it kind of looked like a travel route. From what I see now, yeah, there's a lot of walleye in Stockton. There's a lot of small walleye in Stockton, a lot of that weren't keepers. But that just, goes to tell you here in the next couple of years, it's going to get even better. If I can get it to where I know where they're at in 2 or 3, 4 different spots under different conditions, I might start running a guide service for walleye fishing on Stockton too. And what amazed me a lot was, we didn't catch no white bass, we didn't catch no crappie, we caught all walleye. I like it. I like Missouri. I lived in Kentucky. I lived in Iowa. Missouri probably by far my favorite. But, I live 15 minutes away from Palm de Terre Lake. I live 15 minutes away from Stockton Lake. I live about 45 minutes away from Lake of the Ozarks. 45 minutes away from Truman, hour 20 minutes away from Table Rock. You know, I'm in a good spot. I've got no complaints of where I'm located at in Missouri, that's for sure. If I'd have fished this morning, I would have I'd already made my mind up. I was going to Palm de Terre and going to trove for crappie this morning. But I'm kind of glad I didn't go because I still don't feel all that great. Just kind of run down feeling. Wasn't the flu. What I thought it was. Farmington, that ain't far from that. I mean, that's right there on Palm de Terre. If we're talking about the same area, same Farmington. Hands down, one of my favorites. It's a small lake. It's a good lake though. It's got a little population of walleye in it too. Crappie fishing's excellent. Randy Schaefer, what's up? Yeah, it's a good area. Farmington's a good area. But I get a pretty good pick on lakes, you know, it just depends on what I want to fish for. If I want to fish for blue cats, we head to Truman. And I can see where Stockton, the white bass fishing on Stockton's got to be phenomenal. I've seen them blow up in the mornings a couple of times on the flats. In the afternoons, watched them blow up. They were a little boat spooky. I couldn't get my boat too close to them, but man, they were all over the place. And this one here is going to be my last one. I'll get this in a UV box, get it settled up. And I'm going to get off here. I think I'm going to go sit on the couch, rest up. Like I said, still ain't quite back to feeling the way I should, but fishing with squirrel. Good afternoon, bud. We got on here just as I was getting ready to get off. I've been tying jigs since 6 o'clock this morning and completely wore myself back out. That round of crap kicked my butt. Been down all week. Yeah, Ronnie, you wouldn't have any problem on Palm de Terre with crappie. I can promise you that. They are. I don't know if there's a spot on Palm de Terre you can go where you won't catch crappie. It just seems like it's seems like they're just all over the place on Palm de Terre. Either arm, Lily arm, Palm de Terre arm. Yeah, I'm right smack dead in the middle of them. I can hook that boat up right now and I can be on the water within 35 minutes. Okay, just let me know, Randy. I got those 2 boxes up right now. They're heavy. They're quarter-ounce ones. I was trying to get some of that quarter-ounce stuff cleared out of the way. I'm going to get some walleye heads in. I need those round heads are good for walleye, but I need something that's got more of a point that'll kind of glide through the rocks a little bit better. Those round heads, I'm getting hung up quite a bit, so I'm thinking if I go to an actual walleye head, it's kind of got a nose point to it that it'll kind of glide a lot better. On an 1/8 ounce head, I usually go with the number 4. Number 4s give me kind of keeps my bait tight, nice. A little bit better for your, it ties a little better. You don't use quite as much material in it, but it'll come out to the size that short striking crappie will usually get that whole hook in her mouth. But I can hear it in my voice. I'm going to stop for a while. Like, share, subscribe. Be ready for Tuesday night. As long as I'm not just completely wore out, dead tired, I'll be back on. But I'll post and let everybody know for sure. So if you're watching, thank you. I appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. Like always, got to bring it up. Yeah, I'm going to go rest up. COVID kicked my butt hard. Like I said, that was the sickest I've ever been. So, yep, it gets better every day. Tuesday I got sick. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, going on day 6. And now it feels more like a horrible sinus infection. Yeah, number 4 on an 1/8 ounce. But, you know, I will go whatever size you want. If you want to go bigger than that, I'll tie bigger than that. Yeah, I know. I seen that. I watched that video too. And I thought about going and getting the shad. Yesterday, I was like, man, I bet I could run down to Caplinger Mills, get some shad, take the boat, go up there and drag baits this afternoon. But, man, I don't have the energy for it. Maybe next week, but I know those cats will bite good like that all the way up until December, January. So, you know, Cody's got his spots. Cody knows where to fish at. You know, he lives on that lake. But, you know, definitely take his advice for it. Truman's one of those lakes too where you go up there and just find a spot on the bank and throw a line out and end up catching big blue cats. And if it's down as low as Stockton, it'd be easy to fish right now from the bank. Because Stockton is crazy low. But with that being said, I'm going to get off here. You guys have a good Sunday. Look forward to talking with y'all Tuesday.